When people ask me what I do, I say that I work with small business owners, especially those in referral based businesses like financial services, professional services, those small law firms, accountants, consultants, like I said, that are referral based. And I help them to create and execute 90-day marketing plans. So, what do I do that's maybe unique from other individuals? I think there's two main pain points that I can address. First is I think it's how I view marketing and providing a plan that really works. As a playmaker, I've always played sports for years and been that center midfielder in soccer or the setter in volleyball and running kind of the offense. And I feel like that's what I do in business as well, is I can see the whole field. I can connect things in unique ways and find ways to advance the ball and make those around me look better. It really allows them to have more time playing offense and to play in that position where they really add the most value. So I also feel like I bring sales, marketing, practice management, and my coaching experience to my clients. And I don't lead with a particular technology or product, but really what's the issue? What are we trying to solve for? Is it getting more leads? Is it better leads, converting more, creating more advocates? And then really what marketing technology we're going to use and how we're going to use it once we know what we're really trying to accomplish that's going to have the most impact for them. So sometimes I see that I'll talk to individuals that they have a website person or social person, but they don't really have that person that brings it all together and it is coordinating what they're doing across these different efforts in a meaningful way. So the second area that I think is really unique about what I do is my clients really can struggle with time, money, and the resources to be consistent with their marketing. And they feel like those annual plans are just too complex and unresponsive, especially in today's environment. So I've backed most of their marketing work into their sales processes, especially once we get beyond kind of that initial shoring up, so that they're things that they're probably already doing, but we're making it more systematic for them. And it feels like more small increases rather than this big effort they have to undertake. And we're giving them the workflow processes to really help them create scale with their marketing. As I mentioned, I think I work in 90-day marketing plans with at least, at most, 2 or 3 new initiatives to make sure we're really moving their marketing over the finish line. And this pares down their to-do list and helps lift that burden off of their shoulders, giving them more time and money and creating less overwhelm for them. In addition, I really can help support them either as the teammate, really doing the marketing for them, the coach doing it with them, or the GM, where I really provide the strategy and then they can implement it with their team. Some of the challenges that I've found this year is, especially early on, was really heavily about mindset. And still that definitely is a challenge and something I'll always have to continue to work on, and thankfully have coaches that help me with that. But it's different now, certainly, than it was a year ago. A lot of the beginning was definitely around confidence, to pick up the phone, to think that people would actually remember me and know who I was, and knowing what to say to them. I did a lot of mindfulness work, the power pose, other things to help me work on my confidence in that space. And, meeting people in different circles. I'd always done a lot of networking, but it'd really be internal. And now getting out and meeting people all over the country and in different spaces has been stretching me, especially as an introvert, to get out there and feel more vulnerable at times with other people. Struggling with imposter syndrome and reminding myself that really what my unique value is how it all comes together and how the pieces fit, not any one particular piece of their marketing. So being able to embrace that and know that when clients may say, hey, can you just do my Facebook social media posting, that's not really where I add the most value for them. And being a little further out in front of my clients is good. You don't have to be light years ahead to be more relatable and help them kind of keep moving forward. I initially thought I would stay in more of strictly a coaching role with my clients, but I found that they really were asking for more hands-on support and more help to execute and advance the ball for them. So that led me to testing, and now it's permanent, really, where I can be a fractional kind of CMO for my clients. It's taken more time and really forced me to develop more partners to deliver that expertise in various areas like graphic design or Google Analytics or Facebook ads, all these different areas. But it's also been a lot of fun to learn new areas, and has allowed me to really bring so much more value to my clients. I'm learning to run the business and create that separation too from personal time, especially in the space of it's all together all the time or at home all the time. So I continue to work through that, and thankfully I have an amazing family that's super supportive. How to continue to stay active and get my steps in during the day when I feel like I go in my office and sit down, and like how do I make sure that I'm still moving around? And I think that's where the creativity sometimes really comes into place when I do that. Developing processes and new resources for my clients that really give them a framework, but that I still feel are really custom to them. And I'm sure it could go on and on and on, and there's going to be so many more in this journey ahead of me. But I know that that will come, and as it each comes, I'll continue to rise up and tackle those as they come to the surface. One of the biggest surprises, I guess, is how much we can get done in 90 days. You know, it's always less than you expect, or at least what I expect, and the bar that I set for myself and what I want to be able to accomplish for my clients. But small business owners, especially with the pandemic, have so much going on that really those 2 to 3 new things per quarter is all that's really feasible for them. And I guess I was also surprised with some of my clients don't have as much data or it's data informed decisions as I would have thought. And sometimes that's hard for me because I want to be able to have that data and know that I'm making the right decision, or be able to confirm it from the data. And I've had to trust my instincts more, especially as a solopreneur. And I'm still reminding myself of this every day and having those conversations of trusting myself and knowing it doesn't have to be perfect, that we're all learning and growing and getting better over time together. And in terms of how similar it is to some of the work I used to do with advisors, you know, I never thought I could really do that, but really so much of what I do, while I don't have a particular product, it's a service, still picking up the phone, developing relationships, taking people through a process and helping to execute a solution is very similar. And I found that I actually really enjoy that front end of the process that I was probably most concerned about going into things. Wow, what a year for certain. You know, a year ago, I just brought on my first client, and now I've worked with over 12 clients. I've spoken at various different organizations, launched a Facebook community, a webinar series, and connected with over 500 people. So it definitely feels very impactful to me. I'm working beyond financial services, which has been super interesting and fun. I have a team of freelancers and virtual assistants to help me deliver that deep expertise where my clients need it. And I've entered into the world of Facebook Live, which was super uncomfortable at the beginning, but I've been consistent for over 6 months on doing a weekly Facebook Live. And now I've developed my Playmaker winning system. So I feel like that really gives my clients that home field advantage and more opportunities to score. It provides that framework, but also that customization to what are those 3 particular plays that we can really execute on them each quarter. And I found some great coaches and people to network with that allow me to really brainstorm and work through issues and new ideas. So I don't have to feel all alone, and they really help me come up with even better solutions. And as a business owner, that's been really helpful to me because I really love that collaboration. Well, what has been most satisfying? You know, as someone who love language is words of affirmation, it's definitely been the positive feedback and testimonials from my clients, whether it's about their increased confidence when we get through working on their value proposition and they feel so much more confident talking about that with clients and what their market is and what makes them unique. Or when they hear from a client that reached out because they've been seeing what they've been posting on social media and finally decided, hey, you know, we should have a conversation. We should get together and meet. And it was time to take action. Or when they tell me, you know, hey, we trust you, Jennifer, you're doing a great job. Just run with it. Trust your gut, make the decisions, manage our, you know, over $200,000 marketing budget. Those are all things that really mean a lot to me. In addition, you know, just the relationships that I've developed with clients, the fact that I would really enjoy being a client of any one of my clients. I kind of wish I could be all of their clients. And getting to surprise them and recognize them and trying new things that I've never done before, like making commercials this last year, was a lot of fun. As I look at 2021 and what's next in my second year, I've been working definitely on scaling for more growth. I've launched a group option for my 90-day training camp as a part of that. I'm surrounding myself with more experts in special areas, trying to tackle technology and all the systems And I'm really looking to take on 15 more clients in 2021 and take my existing clients from kind of that foundational training camp to the game day success. So I appreciate all of your support in this journey. Thank you.